channel. Today's video is going to deal with setting yourself up for success with articulations. This is the first in a series. The next video is going to deal with teaching specifically triple tonguing and why I teach triple tonguing before I teach double tonguing. So if you want to make sure that you do not miss out on those future videos, be sure and click that subscribe button. Okay, let's dig into the foundations of building good articulations. Most beginners will start the attacks of the notes with a breath attack. So it will sound very similar to pa, pa, pa. So in essence, with the start of the note being a breath attack, there isn't a clear center of tone from the very front of the note to the end of the note. By adding in articulations, they can build a solid front of the note as well as an end of the note. The way I like to teach articulations is to have students think about when they eat fruit that has small seeds in it. So I like to think of when they eat a grape that maybe has a seed in it, or maybe a watermelon that has a seed in it, and they take a bite, and of course they don't want to eat the seed because that's the bitter portion of the fruit. So they'll take it and they will spit the seed out. The way they spit the seed out is the same way that they are going to articulate notes. So the tongue comes through the lips and it will have a burst of air behind it. Now, this is effective for about 75% of students. There is a genetic predisposition for about a quarter of the population where this will be a challenge. This is going to appear in one of three ways. First off, if the student has the thaw, so they're not getting a clean front of when they're spitting the seed. It will sound more like it's not a clear front of the note. The other aspect of this that can show up is that oftentimes there are air pockets happening in the embouchure. So I see this especially in my oboe students, that they will get air stuck in their bottom lip. This air stuck in the bottom lip is showing that they are also not going to have the capacity to spit the seed effectively, because it's impossible to spit the seed when you have a pocket of air here. I can't do it. The third way that this can appear that the student has a pregenetic disposition to having a challenge with this is that they will have excessive jaw movement when they are attempting to articulate the notes. So when the student is playing, the jaw is moving, not just a little bit, but it will actually look like they are chewing their notes. So it will wah, 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 wah as they are playing. And that is going to be another bit that they are having a challenge with articulations. Now, I am not going to just throw out there that this is a challenge and a pregenetic disposition without giving you a solution. The easy way to do a solution to this is to have the students think of mother kittens. Now, mother kittens are going to have tongue retraction to an extreme. Think of any cat when they bathe themselves. They lick and pull the tongue inwards. Now, no student wants to spend an entire week working on tongue retraction like a mother kitten. So the way that I have the students overcome this and build strength in their tongue is to get lollipops, ice cream cones, or popsicles. And they spend the week working on tongue retraction, because as they lick each time, they pull the tongue inwards into the mouth and they build extra strength. As the strength builds, then they can work on their tongue retraction by putting enough air behind it so that they can have success and go to the next level, which is adding in the articulation sound of ta. Now, if you can say ta, you can play it. At this point, I have the students say ta and recognize that the tongue is hitting directly behind the two front teeth. So, ta. Now, I choose ta rather than taught in my studio because it sets the students up for future success. By using ta, the end of the note is going to be with the air. It also limits the chance of having a stinger at the end of the note. Many programs here in the South, where football is king and marching band is part of that, is also a predominant fall activity. They like to use taught. The challenge with using taught is it can cause issues for double tongue, and it adds a stinger to the end of the note. So I like to remind my students that you get tater tots when you go to the cafeteria, but that when you play your instrument, you should always be using tater taws. When they are challenged by this because the taut is more natural and they're comfortable with that because they've been using it for marching band, I have them look at just a pinch of double tonguing. You might try saying tatka versus taka, and then see which causes less movement of the tongue and which will later give you the greatest level of speed. That's a little sneak preview into the next week's video. If you liked this on tonguing and setting yourself up for success, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to keep up on all my bassoon adventures, there's always Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and you guys have lately gone after Facebook, so I am opening that up. You can always follow my adventures on any of those formats that you like best. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Today's video is all about vocals. This was a special request by you guys, the viewers, largely because vocals can alter not only the intonation, the tone colors, the response, as well as the projection. So choosing the vocal that is right for your bassoon is one of the most important elements to creating a successful setup.